Hooray! What's this auto stop? That's cool. I have no idea what auto stop is, but that is okay. I want to switch these two. No. Oh boy. I'll just bring this down. All right. Hello. Hi. It's me. Probably it's me again, actually. I I keep popping up and out numerous times in over the years just to keep trying my hand at this lovely, lovely craft of streaming. Hooray. Um, for those who don't know, my name is James DePiro. I am right now stuck in the void. I have to get a game up. Um, as you can tell in the title, it's going to be Rimworld. We're going to take up a save that I've been playing for quite a while, actually, a couple of weeks. Um, I'll describe it when I get it loaded up. But for those who don't know, my name is James DePiro. I've been a streamer off and on for about a couple years, actually. Um, and I used to stream a lot of League content, actually, mostly League content. Then I had another YouTube channel that it was just a traditional Let's Play, nothing really too special. And then went back to League, did some other stuff, did some podcasting. I'm really just all over the place, honestly. Really trying to find my niche in this crazy little world we live in, especially this digital world we live in. And after a long rest period, I decided to come back and essentially starting from scratch. I mean, I didn't have pretty much any following when I was on Twitch, but I did have some traction. I was about halfway through affiliate, pretty like streamed pretty routinely in while I was on Twitch. I think it was like once a week, and it was fun. I really enjoyed playing League, really enjoyed playing other stuff. I remember I had a pretty successful prey stream. To me, it was pretty successful. But after a while, just a lot of just life itself just kind of went off the rails, both in a good and a bad way. So I took a while to just sort of find myself. And I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but truly, after getting some help and you know taking the time to challenge a lot of the things that I had thought previously. Nothing too crazy, but a lot of internalized insecurities of my that I have. Um, I feel a lot better, and I feel more passionate. I feel that pull towards creating again, and so I was trying so very hard to figure out what I wanted to do with starting the creation process again. And so it sounds weird, right? It sounds weird, but and I'm just trying to make sure that I have everything situated with that. I'm trying to get the mods, some mods figured out. We're gonna add that, restart it, and then now I can actually get it to be so many game. What the fuck? Right, we'll see if that works. Hey, there it is. And so I, after going through a lot of like mental, like a big mental journey, and I still want to, go through that mental journey. It's really weird that like this is actually being canceled out, but it's kind of cool. After going on a bit of a mental journey myself, I started feeling the desire to create again, and and that urge just kept building up more and more and more, to the point where like I didn't know what to create specifically, but it was just, there was that feeling of creativity that was just like, I just wanted to stop just sitting around and being content with myself and where was, and I wanted to just create. And I didn't know where to start because I didn't know where I could, not where I could go, but more so what I would be interested in creating for the medium to long term. Uh, and so I found something. I found something, uh, in a previous career that I had. I decided to take that on independently, and because of that, I wanted to find something more short term that I can sort of bounce back and forth on, so that I'm not just worrying about things that are going to be developed, years from now. It all sounds cryptic. It's because it's cryptic to me as well. I'm really trying to figure out how things are supposed to be running. Like, this is all completely new to me as far as like my career path, my mental journey and things like that. Um, and so I figured that, like, I found it very hard to actually engage in creative activities. As you can see, I've been playing a lot of Rimworld, but I've been finding it harder and harder to actually engage with creative medias like movies, books, video games, everything really. And I really wanted to find that spark, that passion again. So to sort of piggyback, and to sort of, actually not really piggyback, but more so offer that sort of boost in motivation to actually create, I found that streaming pretty much anything, streaming anything, gives me that extra oomph into saying that, hey, your recreational activities can still mean something. And so I guess I'm streaming because I want to play video games and I want to enjoy media again, because it feels like I'm still doing things. I want to contribute. I want to contribute to the world. And so I feel like this is a good start, while I'm also doing other things in the background. Because again, I have a contribution that I'm developing, but that's going to take some time, and it's going to take a lot more mental processing to get off the ground. And I'm hoping to actually, I can't wait to get it to a state where I can show it to the world. But until then, I need to do something in addition or alongside, so that I can practice being involved with the world. I hope that makes sense. I know it's kind of cryptic, but at the same time, it's a lot for me to sort of it's a lot for me to also process. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I mean, let's get that out of the way. And I want to just say, like, I'm excited to start this again. I don't know what's going to happen. Honestly, I don't know if this is going to continue being the way it is. I don't know if it's going to blossom into anything. And to be honest, I couldn't care less about what this turns into, career wise, right? As far as I know, I'm streaming because I want to stream, and I'm going to stream the things that I want to stream. And I'm hoping that it allows me sort of like, almost like, provide this sort of therapeutic outlet for creativity, and I want to share that with people. And so this is my solution to that. And you can join along as well, and hopefully hopefully it allows, you some reprieve as well. So what are we doing here? Okay, so because I just kind of jumped you into this conglomerate mess of functions and style. Um, so for those of you who don't have never seen this before, this is Rimworld. It is a colony sim. I like to call them story generators. It's not a term that I've coined. It's something that has been used to describe these kinds of games for a long time. The earliest that I've heard about these sort of things is Dwarf Fortress, when it was ASCII, but I was introduced to it when it was released to Steam and had a lot of fun building it. And then a friend of mine recommended Rimworld to me. I played it first. I played it like initially, and I just was not attached to it. But as my perspective changed, I guess I found I had a newfound appreciation for this type of story generator, and it really does a lot for the creative mind to just allow things to sort of happen and reacting to it, but also building a story around it. So it's it's that sort of thing where you're just given a lot of tools and a giant sandbox, and then you just kind of see what happens. And I've been gravitating towards those games a lot, and seeing a lot of creators. Like, I think the big one that really sparked my interest was Rodamont. I hope I pronounced it right. He has a fantastic YouTube channel that plays not just Rimworld, but just everything story generator. So Kenshi, Dwarf Fortress. I don't think I've ever seen Caves of Qud, but also I think Blind. He plays a lot of that, and that's another channel you can go watch. It's fantastic content. Really helped me take something that's really complex, because I think the best word to describe games like this is complex, and and I know it's a lot of friction for someone who's just entering in, but they do such a great job with just breaking down a lot of the different things, making sure you get a good standard loop going, and then you can just build upon that loop. And so that's what I did here. So this is, I'm calling, as you saw in the save, it's called Alone, right? And what it does is, we're pretty evil in this one, actually. I play a lot of good colonies, just sort of allowing me to start with a couple, slowly grow the colony, and then try my best to sort of let it thrive and just react to anything that's coming my way. This one is a little bit different. This is my first attempt at an evil playthrough. We have Sky, who's pretty much my go-to character for all Rimworld games, especially any solo playthrough. And so the reason why it's called Alone is that I just had Sky. It was a naked brutality run where I just had her. And from there, she was able to, we started over here, and slowly but surely we built up our stuff. You can see down here that she's pretty overpowered. I started with just an all tens across the board for skills, and I'm using a mod called Mad Skills, which does not allow skills to depreciate. And so what that allows me to do is it allows her to sort of be this sort of every person that can essentially do anything. It's really nice for naked brutality runs. Again, I'm not good at the game, so I kind of needed that handicap. But from there, I was able to sort of create this complex. Honestly, it's a giant complex, and then you see here we have two people here, Argentine and Pickles. Well, the big thing that I really enjoy about Rimworld is the ideologies, and so the ideology that we're going with is God Emperor. Obviously, you can't have an evil playthrough without some sort of maniacal, autocratic sort of leader. And so Sky is our godlike leader. She gets a huge boost from being that leader, and as you can also see, she's we're doing the royalty DLC. So we see and then as you can also see, the Psycast expanded mod, beautiful mod, love it so much. And through paying for skills and meditation, she was able to essentially get these kinds of skills. And so I started with Warlord and branched slowly into the Archon tree. And the reason why I wanted the Archon tree is because of this little skill called Mind Break, which turns any any colonist or a prisoner into a thrall. And a thrall is essentially a slave. It's an upgraded slave, right? And what it does is it removes the recreation and sleep bars, and creates this 100% happiness buff that essentially allows their mood to stay at 100%. I haven't really tried to use like different negative needs or negative traits here to see if I can go lower than that. But I try my best to still keep it, keep some sort of humaneness to it. But at the end of the day, they are slaves. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. They're just uh, they're sort of I'm sort of transforming this more into a cult, right? Where you have these people who, against their will, again, this is an evil playthrough, against their will, they are doing the work and sort of helping supplement a lot of the work that Sky used to do. Because again, increases the as she increases her status with the Empire, she's going to be doing less and less stuff. So we need to sort of mitigate that with these thralls. We can also see here that like I'm using mechanoids for this. I used mechanoids first before boosting up to the Archon status or up the Archon tree, and so this the mechanoids do a really good job with mitigating a lot of the other stuff, because as you can see here, not slaves can't really do a lot of stuff. I guess is a better example. None of the skilled label, none of the intellectual stuff. Well, sorry, they can, because she's one of my head researchers. Medical, which is pretty nice. Surgery, really nice too. So I have one for animals. There's really thralls can do some things, just not a lot of the main things. Mostly construction and crafting. And so the next step that I want to do is I want to go up this puppeteer tree. Right, what puppeteers do is it allows me to infect specific pawns and turn them into puppets. Now, I tried this previously and I didn't have much success with it, but I think I was doing it wrong, or I had a hard time conceptualizing what a puppet was actually doing, or what it meant to be a puppet. And it seems to me that a puppet is essentially a one-to-one copy of the host. So beforehand, I had a really hard time with, as I had puppets, I had a hard time increasing their skills, which was weird. But I think it's because it's based off of the singular host skills. So if she's not doing the work, if she's not doing the actual experience, then the pawns or the puppets will not get that experience as well, even if they're doing things that grant experience. Again, I'm still really trying to understand the how things are going and how things really operate within the mod. But what's also great is that she is, she has these pawns. She can split her mind to create multiple pawns and then finally do a mind jump, which allows me to swap the caster. So if she's in any mortal danger or is getting older and more decrepit, she'll be able to jump bodies. I'm really using that only as a last resort because, again, she's really, really good. We've been starting to replace her body with bionic parts. We have regeneration pods and whatnot. And eventually what we would like to do is we see here that we have a vampire, right? An Echimane, whatever. And this gene harvester. So what I would like to do is extract a lot of these nice genes here and inject them into Sky. So same thing with Never Sleep, great intellectual, things like that. And trying to inject genes into her so that she essentially becomes a god. We're trying to make her into a god. Excuse me, sorry. And yeah, that's essentially what I've been doing. I think we're pretty caught up. It's really hard to also going to other things like caravanning and whatnot, because I'm still nervous about trying to, like, what happens about getting caravans out. And because Sky is pretty much the central node in a lot of this, if I lose her, the run's essentially over. It would be really hard to recover a lot of that stuff. So the way I want to mitigate that is I just added another mod called, I think, It's like SVRT or something like that, which will allow me to create ships and shuttles. Um, and you can see here, there's a lot. I have a lot of mods for my game. I don't think I'm really a fan of this skill tree per se. I think I like the original one a lot better, especially with the tabs. I think it just made things a lot easier to sort of rifle through. So let me see if I can find a shuttle. No. I'm gonna find it. Because I did just add the mod. I do have more of that. The Genesis. Oh, here we go. So here we go. The skip. Transport shuttle. We don't need this. We got the super pod. And here we have a factory as well. So I think I might forego the factory and actually put this ahead. Oh, actually, that's actually pretty nice. I can actually start researching that. So the super pod will be really good for that. Because the big fear that I have is I am low on steel, so I'm gonna have to find a way to get more steel and more components. But at the same time, well, components I think would be pretty good, and I do have a lot of good mechanoid components. But I need to get steel, so I need to find a way to sort of strip mine that out. And then once I can build a return shuttle, I can go out and actually trade, which will be fantastic. So it's going to be interesting for these unknown or these sealed vaults. And it's going to be tough. We have our crops that we're going. We're going to go into drug production as well. And eventually I'll get hydroponics. But, well, I do have hydroponics. Again, I just don't have the steel and the components to create them. So this is fine for now. Again, we have a lot of food, a lot of meat at least. And again, the two thralls and the prisoners rely solely on nutrient paste, which we have a good network for. I'm really liking these logistics, these sort of centralized networks of transporting food, heat, cooling. I love the hygiene mod, just being able to circulate a lot of heating and cooling out to circulating a lot of heating and cooling out to that, because I'm not a fan of these kinds of coolers, as these here are useless, so they're packed away. I actually might deconstruct them for the steel, because I still have a lot of these. I just really enjoy these more smaller radiators and indoor units. It does require passing duct work over, but still I think I favor that over building these coolers. Actually, let me also replace this. Make that a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Also really enjoyed the sewage. I was really hesitant on including the hygiene mod, because I was like, oh, now I have to worry about like waste and hygiene and washing and stuff like that. But once, I gave myself a little bit of faith and was just like, okay, go through with it, see what happens, and we'll be able to adjust. I think one of the big things I've really learned about myself is I have to make mistakes more, and that sounds kind of weird, but by being more of a perfectionist, I really found myself hamstrung by trying to create something that, one, I didn't really know about. Like, I didn't have knowledge of actually how to do that, because it's sort of it's a contradiction where I wanted to create perfect things. I have these ideas that I want to sort of, execute upon, and but I was so afraid of not having the expertise to actually execute them that I would end up never doing them. But the only way that you can actually practice doing things and increasing your knowledge and mastery over something is to go and do it, right? To create things and make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. And so I got myself in a bit of a feedback loop with this sort of, going out, trying to learn, but never really practicing or, actually producing anything. So over time, I've been a little bit more okay with myself to go and try and create and make these mistakes. And that's what sort of led to me going back to streaming, because after removing the idea of doing this as a career transition, because before I was just like, oh, let me, I wasn't a fan of my job. I was suffering from a lot of burnout, and so I said to myself, well, let me try to find an alternate way of doing it. Oh, I can stream, right? I'm okay at the game of League of Legends. Let me try my hand at streaming. And I did, and it went a little bit, and friction came around, and I just ended up stopping. So I, I then I stopped, and I was like, oh, I got all bummed out and whatnot. But now I'm in this sort of headspace where it's because I'm not doing this for money anymore, or as a sort of alternate career slash stream of income. I'm okay with making more mistakes. I'm okay with saying, hey, today we'll stream Rimworld, maybe tomorrow or next week or whatever, stream something else, right? I for some reason, I just really dislike the idea of being cornered into a niche, right? To say, like, hey, you're going to play League for your entire streaming career because that's what you're supposed to do with streaming. You're supposed to pick something, because how else are you going to build your audience? And I agree. I agree. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, I want to do things differently, and then have the expectation that, like, I'm supposed to be successful because I'm doing things differently. It's like, no, there are standards for a reason. There's just there are things that work. But I'm more, ooh, research 5 times as fast. That's nice. But for me, I'm more about, or at least now, I'm, shit, I just lost my train of thought. For me, I'm more about understanding myself, and I understand that, like, I bounce around a lot. I'm the kind of person that is, the ADHD is high. Hold on one second. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Like, for me, yeah, the ADHD is high. Like, I want to do other things. I want to, uh, oh, do you know what I can do? Oh, yes, that's perfect. So let's, researching. We're gonna do this. So big thing, if you want to, if you have huge ass monsters like this, I'm also playing with Alpha and the Cthulhu, um, the Lovecraft mod. If you have really dangerous enemies like this, wait till you have like a caravan or a crowd, especially those with like gear, because if you go and you run them into the crowd, they will attack, and they will attack and be able to. Okay, so let's try to get this thing. First I'm gonna save. I commend the people that do the no save runs, because, like, that's ridiculous. All right, we gotta run. It doesn't help that, like, there we go. And what we do is we just undraft, because now they died. So these Dark Yun are just they are nightmares to handle, because what they do is, as you can tell, they're really fast. They are so fast. And even though they don't look at it, they're just a mass of tentacles. But the other thing is they go around and they eat a lot of stuff. It takes a lot of nutrients to satisfy them. So what they'll do is they're there as a sort of like a looming threat, because what they'll do is they'll just constantly eat all of the animals in your area. And it makes it impossible to hunt and gain food because they'll just eat everything. But luckily there were two that were there, but one ended up getting mauled by bleeding out because of boar injuries, and then this one I just got taken care of because of this. So sometimes if the threat is big enough and the caravans are small enough, they'll take out a couple of the muffalo as well, and it'll drop a lot of gear. But worst case scenario is the thing dies because these guys took care of it. Best case scenario is you get so much free loot. Speaking of loot, how am I running this? What is the economy that's happening here? Like, how am I able to get all of this stuff? Well, because we're evil, we do organ harvesting. It's pretty much the go-to for getting quick and easy money in Rimworld. You know, you go, people raid. Sometimes the raiders get incapacitated. You capture them. In this case, also the storyteller likes to throw other colonists our way. So what we'll do is, the loop is essentially this: is we recruit the colonists, or we bring them in, we look at their stats, immediately capture them. See what their stats are. If they're good, if they have good intellectual, like this person, amazing intellectual and medical, then they get converted, and then they get thralled, right? And eventually, once she gets the puppeteering mod, I'm hoping that the puppeteer skill overwrites the mind break skill and will allow me to, because again, going from an independent thrall to a copy of the host. And so I'm hoping that she regains all of the same skills that Sky has, allowing her to do essentially everything as a carbon copy. And then I can also do it with Pickles, so that we have 3 functional colonists that are also brain dead, that don't need hunger or I mean, they need hunger, but don't need sleep, don't need recreation or anything like that. So she can still, again, I really am trying to play this hive mind cult that sees her as like the one true god, whether they like to or not. See, what sucks is that as a thrall, we see that she is this what's the social? She is the sycophant, right? For the ideology. However, she can't socialize because she's a thrall. So it's really hard for her to fulfill that role as a thrall. But at the same time, you know, I was playing around with the mod and I just made that mistake. So I'm hoping that the puppeteer mod overwrites it. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Oh. It's pretty hot out. 96 in here. It doesn't matter. Like, no one's going in here except for the aggro hand, so no need to actually have this be... I do need to put a heater in here eventually, because these crops will die in the winter. Oh. Alright, this is going to be rough, but let's... Well, what we'll do is we'll draft this guy. No. You will attack this person. Sky will melee attack this person. Luckily, again, they don't have any... Because this guy's a fungoid. Oh no! Well, it's okay. They're melee attacked, so it doesn't matter. Shit. What's this? Come on. Hmm. I can't do anything else. I mean, I can re... There we go, that's one. Okay. So we're gonna rescue Pickles. You're gonna rescue Daisy. I know. Let's look at Sky. Sky has lung rot. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna allow that because Pickles is gonna get that gun. Okay, Pickles is doing that. She's tending. I'm gonna tend the Daisy. Daisy did a good job and she's bleeding out. So we need to first take care of that. Okay, how's he doing? They're fine. They're gonna get knocked, or they're simply doing that. Thank you. Please equip that. Thank you. Okay, you need to capture. Capture. Go ahead, shower. Okay, she's shattered jaw. Oh my god. Daisy. No. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I know. We gotta treat that. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm actually going to put her in the biosculpting pod. Once she's done her bath. Okay. So for here, I want to... Oh, 25 days. Jesus. I think she might be just better off. That's fine. The reason why I have these prisoners too is from a quest. So it's three more days. So I think that was fine as far as that goes. This needs to be... Yeah, You need to... Pickles, you're fine. He's got a bruise in his thing. It doesn't look like there's any of that. Oh, and then there's slavers too. Damn. Well, let's see. Maybe we got something. Maybe something good. Yeah, I know. That's okay though. 10 herbal medicine. I think we're fine as far as that goes. Oh, here we go. We got grayless hair. We can. So we also have genes that we've been extracting. So that's viscous, pierces, and goons. So we're actually gonna just do that, and also do UV sensitive because we don't need that. We can also sell kidneys. 2 kidneys. Asthma infected lung. And they just have slavers, right? What are you? Let's see, what do you got? Crafting 16. Intellectual and medical are pretty nice. It's pyromania. Not good. But so in order to mitigate that, I'll buy all their medicine. That'll be good just to do that. Let's I think that's good enough. Yeah. Okay, go back to that. Just the fact that it's like 25 days. I might actually remove this biosculptor pod. I'll use it as like a last resort, but I don't really foresee myself using it that much. Let's just tend. We'll tend the sky. She's our doctor, so we just definitely need her to be out and about. Well, she's already like doing that, so. Oh, nice shoot. Luckily, these guys will be out and about, or out of our hair in a bit. The other good thing about having these drippers means that while they're in bed, this guy's just been continuously. Oh, these guys will be able to. Oh yeah, I'll be able to rip some more jeans. That'll be nice. What I really need is steel, and I know I have to. The problem is like she's our only miner. I do have the bigger mechanoids to build, but I need steel. So if I don't have steel, then I can't build the tunneler. Okay, how's Daisy doing? A lot of stuff. That jaw, man. Can I install a jaw? Let's see. No. Oh, so that we do have 3 pets that we also have, and that is we have Noodle, which is just a sky eel. We have Alexi, which is a horse. I was going to use him for caravanning, and then we have Daisy, which is a hunting hound. So, and she's been essentially our attack dog. This guy really fucks up a lot because he's a fungoid. Fungoids are like, oh Jesus, they are something. So I can't wait to get this guy out, but I am gonna try to rip his jeans one more time before he leaves because I think we have 2.8 days. So it'll be the perfect amount of time. I'll rip his jeans, send them on their way, get them the fuck out of this colony, and then we can go back to just doing things normally. So what I'm trying to research now is I'm trying to research this super pod. We already have the one pod, or the transport pods researched and done, but because they're only one way, it's really hard to get them over and get them back. So I'm gonna deconstruct these over the wall coolers for their steel, and then use that to build the transport pods. And then so what I'll do is I'm gonna make, I think, either this. I have some planning over here as well. This was going to be more of a. This is an actual. This is I'm gonna make this into a robotics facility, and then this into the genetics facility. But again, I haven't. There we go. Jensen's. Oh, that's Jensen though. We need Leo. I'm just happy that none of our people have. Yeah, upon full saturation, Jesus, it will kill the affected individual. So it's a good thing that this is being treated. Worst case scenario, I can put her in the bioregeneration pod. How's this? How's Argathene? That's fine. She doesn't have an arm, but that's okay. Rod thinks he is serious. He is serious, but nothing bad here, so that's good. I really need to have psychic powers that allow me to just quickly incapacitate people. Sadly enough, though, I did do a little bit of cheating because you need Imperial backgrounds to do Architectness and Puppeteer. But I gave myself the Puppeteer one because like that's what I wanted to do. And I don't know how, like she's a dame, I believe. Yeah, she's a dame. I just don't know what the what the thing is, the requirements are for Imperial background. I don't know if that's something you have to start with or what. I think a big thing that also got me off of streaming a bit. Sorry, one second. Let me. Whew. So one of the big things that got me off of streaming is perfectionism, and I'm feeling that now because part of me is like, well, I'm putting all this work in, right? Well, not all of this. I'm putting work in, right? And I'm taking the time to sit here, play Rimworld for a couple hours. And my worst fear, or a big insecurity that I have, is at the end of the stream, going to YouTube to rewatch the stream, and then just being like, "Oh, it's bad. The audio quality's bad, or I missed something with, with like a certain setup, and it doesn't look that good, or the camera's off, or things like that." Oh shit, we have like no. That's because these generators aren't going. That's fine. That hopefully is going to be. We have a lot of batteries. I just hope that these are able to pick back up. It's okay though. We need Argentine. Can we? All right. It's gonna suck. We're gonna drain the shit out of this, but I'm hoping that these pick up soon. Hopefully. It's not good if it doesn't. I think we'll be all right though. Okay, nice. All right, we're starting to pick this back up. Come on, turbines. Go, 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 go. All right, we're good now. Okay, that'll supplement a lot of that. Phew. It's these sun lamps. These sun lamps are taking up a lot of energy. 650 a piece. But being able to slowly eke out this farm and then go to a more sustainable like growth period means that I can have a nice steady supply of food. Because uh, what really sucks is these nutrient based things, like having to constantly feed these two. He's fine. Like I'm fine with that. Like again, I have a pretty essentially have an infinite source of genes. I just need the time. And again, he has no legs, he has no organs. I mean, he's a vampire, so I can literally extract everything from him and still have him be useful. So he's essentially a nice like infinite source of genetic material. And what I really want to get is the deathless gene. That's the big thing. I don't know if I can get these complex ones. I think I can. Um, but if I can get all of these and not the death rest one, although the death rest one would be pretty cool. I do like that thematically. Uh, but yeah, being able to, or also having never sleep. That would be pretty awesome. Great intellectual. I don't really think I need that. Um, but essentially, ageless and deathless, and also archetype metabolism. But again, these need archetype capsules, so I'm gonna need like a more advanced genetic lab. But if I can get them, then I can slowly go into more researching of that. And the other thing is also because he's a fungoid, he also has deathless. So I would really like that. Super immunity is also really good. Uh, what else? Heat super tolerance, strong melee damage, pretty much anything. Gaunt head and super clotting. What's super clotting? Stop bleeding very quickly when wounded. Okay. The problem though is we have gaunt head. So, don't know if that's going to be worth it. All right, we're going to capture. I'll get this gene thing in there. So I wonder if I did this. Oh yeah, so they're combined, right? I don't think I need. All right. Let's insert Jensen. Everyone's good. Her needs are pretty nice. Yeah, I know she's sick. But luckily she'll be cured of the lung rot soon. You should also see this body's consumed. So this is actually a really cool thing. So I was able to buy a necropath consume bodies psycast, and what it allows you to do is in an area it costs a lot of the psi focus, but in an area she'll consume every single like humanoid body and convert it into heat. So this huge amount of heat right here, just so it allows me to just continuously cast shit in order for her to to stay moving and continuously use her psychic powers. So the other thing is going to be like increasing her psychic sensitivity. That would be really nice because I know I'm spreading out wide in this regard. I want to do more psychic sensitivity, but uh, I have like clear paths on what I want to have executed, so I want to make sure I get to those paths first. And the biggest thing is going to be puppeteer. So being able to just do that would be fantastic. I don't think I want to give her a gaunt head though. Kind of sucks that it was paired with such a good gene, but that's okay. You can always sell it. It'll be a nice complex gene pack to sell. And I got time when it comes to genetic stuff, so it's not like I'm you know in demand for that. It's just one of those things where it's just like, oh well, if it happens, it happens. 1.1 days, I can get these guys out of my life. Ugh. What was also funny is that because this guy's so repulsive, when she went in to try to convert him, she just continuously vomited, like an infinite loop of vomiting. And so I was like, you know what? He can stay where he's at. The rest of the other two can take care of it. Really the fungoids are just, ridiculous. So we're gonna rest until healed. And get this person tended to. We're losing medicine really fast. So it's a good thing we have this, and we're going to have a nice steady supply of this. Again, getting the steel to get hydroponics out would be really good. It'll pretty much eliminate any sort of thing. But we do have like good sources of heal root, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Hemogenic, what's that? Reserve. Oh, okay, so that's literally just the hemogenic. Okay. And we'll just capture. Thank you, Jensen. How are we looking? 21 hours. So what I should also focus on doing maybe is getting a launch bay up. I think a launch bay will probably be here, I think. Just a nice... maybe not. Maybe a garage. Like right here. A nice garage. Kind of seals this off, though. I'm reserving this space for a factory. Getting all of this space is going to be factory. So that will be that. I also have some stuff down here, which I think will be great. Maybe I'll turn this. I was going to turn this into a prisoner's quarters and a hospital, but I think until I get more colonists to justify it, I think I might transform. Oh, what we got? Okay. She is affected by lung rot, but I think it will be fine. Daisy, we're going to take you out of this one. And we're gonna... Ooh, silver. Wait, what do you mean? Why can't you get silver? Oh, because she's in the base. Both, all of them are in the base. Okay. What I can at least do, the lifter can be unrestricted. All right, let's go. All right, we're gonna boost it up. I'm gonna do this. That's one. Oh no. Oh, they just have melee weapons. I see. All right. So what we'll do now is everybody is unrestricted. Um, what do we got? We got 5 hours of bleeding. It sucks because I do have a lot of prisoners. This is one of the reasons why I want to get like a prison going in a hospital. But what I will do is first I will get these bodies. All right, let's take a look. We have society. Oh, that's pretty cool. Chemical fast. Nope. Cooking. Hmm. You might make a good puppet. Well, I guess it doesn't matter any of these skills. Kind and capable of social. These are some good organs, though. But I just don't have any. Yeah, they're gonna bleed out before anything. So we'll just capture them. Pickles, do your or we'll just we'll let them bleed out and then. All right, what's this one? Let's see. This is pretty good. A bionic eye. All right. Have provoked a lot of mechanoids. Ooh, that'll actually be really good for. Well, I have 5 days to. What the hell is a Tesseron? I have some time. The big thing that I need to work on is defenses. Okay. Yeah, I think defenses are the big thing that I need to work on. Because yeah, I only have this little spike trap, just a little bit. I do want to get some defenses. Again, I have no steel, so I've been kind of just kind of holding on. Agrahan, my guy. Like, look at all of these. Just want to sort of. There we go. Let the Agrahan do its thing. That'll be a huge boost in that. So yeah, what's great is that it will we'll put these on these meat hooks, which is fantastic. And then she just goes in here, sucks up all the bodies. The animals stay, which means I still have a good amount of meat preserved, and she's allowed to. What toxic animal? A super pod. All right, let's take a look. 700 steel. Oh, cargo slowly and dangerously. Liable to break down. Oh my goodness. Maybe the super pod might not be the big thing. Maybe we need to go to. Real shit on the chem fuel mileage. Right, so the cargo room is amazing. Okay. We don't need that. We need more of a. Oh, the drop ship. That's large thing though. We don't need that. I need tech prints for that. Androids would be good too. Well, androids would be hard. I have aerial. Wait, did I see that self-propelled artillery? Ah. Hmm. Okay. Well, let's go back to this. We'll do the skip. Oh, she hasn't inspired anymore, so that's a bummer. But we will definitely get, because I need to send Sky across in order to trade, because she's the only social one. If I can get her to puppeteer, then neat. But no. Hey, Daisy's back. Oh, his melee sucks. But yeah, if I can get the puppeteer stuff, and then I can take over Pickles first, and then send him, because he'll have my social. So that'll be good. Hmm. So I think that's the way. Either I get a transport pod that's capable of successfully transporting Sky to places and not, explode, uh, or I get Pickles as a puppet to be transferred, like to get the social skill back, and then send him over because he's expendable. He can die. Perfectly fine with that. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's already 10 o'clock. I'll play for another half hour and then I'll end the stream. Just want to make sure this lavish meal. Yeah, good. Toxic meat is not there. Toxic meat is not there, but it should be here. Yes. And I don't care if the thralls eat toxic meat or if they eat it. 2 hours though for 8 honor, which will be great because then I can get the next level, get maybe another Silink level. That'll be good. Because then I can actually use subjugation, which actually helps a lot more with prisoners, so I don't have to actually sit and recruit them. I can just implant it and then be good to go. Because even if you thrall them, it doesn't mean they'll join your colony. There it is. All right. Pickles. No. First we'll do that, and then that. You guys are not. Get him out of here. Especially this fucker. Almost killed my colony with his lung rot. Here we go. Praetor. All right, what do we got? Throw room. We need more columns. Perfectly okay. Let's get that. We should have the column, the marble. Yep, we do. My bad. Did we get the silver? Yeah, we did. Cool. Yeah, I think actually what might be best is I'm gonna make this a vehicle bay for the shuttle. I think that's good. So that's way better in my opinion. So let's remove this. We're just gonna, right, and then we're just gonna make this purple. There we go. That's gonna be the shuttle. I like that. Just have like vehicles here. It'll be it'll be a garage, and then we can actually have this be, you know, something that just whoop. And then what we'll have is we're gonna have defenses here, so that, well, first I want to have defenses here. So we're gonna contain this within its own thing, leading it up into here, and so we're gonna have a kill box here that shoots up into here, which will have another line of defenses like that. I think that'll be good. I wouldn't mind a singularity kill box, but I don't have enough colonists to sit and shoot, and I don't want to put turrets there because the turrets will just explode. And then I also do like this idea of having these deployable barriers and deployable turrets. I think that's really cool, so that they can just, yeah. Yeah, so just being able to put this deployable turret under here as the second line, and then the sentry turrets here will be really nice. I also have artillery, which I think I might have the artillery like here as like a separate sort of container that'll just shoot out, so it'll be protected. So actually we're gonna do some planning here as well. We're gonna do this. Actually, it might be better to do it here. So yeah, we'll just do, all right, we'll just do this and up, and then this will all be artillery. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we'll do chem fuel storage, artillery, and stuff like that. Or we can also, I mean, I'm not gonna paint it, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it first. But like, essentially, we're gonna do something like this. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Lead them up and in. Kill box. And essentially, we'll do a. So we double layer kill box. And so we'll have the kill box here. You know, we'll maybe do a. How much is this? 27. Perfect. So we're gonna have just a central. Well, maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's the door. That should work, right? 13. 13, yep. So it'll go here. It'll open up into bigger, more turrets. So first we'll have turrets here, then turrets here, and then we'll have deployables here. That's just an idea. I don't know if it's going to. Because I also will expand this like that so that it makes it easier to focus fire in. So we might actually do something like this. So I'll just. Oh my God. Like that. And then we'll have the barriers like essentially like here. Figure it out. What's great though is that it helps me. Oh shit! It helps me kind of figure this out myself. I'm not trying to look up any like strategies or things like that. I'm just trying to figure it out. These dust prowlers though. Yeah, the big thing about Pickles though, what it really sucks is that he can't research. He's incapable of being intellectual. So he's just a big dumb oaf. And so it's really hard. Like he just sits idle a ton of time. Okay, that's good. How's his? Yeah, I got 18 days until he regrows. Okay, so also we have Praetor title. Let's get that underway. Yeah. Let's get the Praetor ceremony underway. Okay, we have an extravagant throne room. That's really awesome. So I'm hoping that the game is like chugging along. But yeah, being able to have this like kind of shuttle is really cool. Just have it here so I can do it, 10 off, take off, load what I need to, and be good to go. All right, let's do it. Yeah, it sucks, but that's okay. Grandiose bestowing. That's cool. There's my aperitif. Nice. That's really good. All right, permit choice. Okay, so I do already have the steel drop, which is good. Component drop might be good as well. It's really, and I already have the trooper squad. I don't think I need any of that. The transport shuttle is pretty nice. So what the transport shuttle can do is I can drop pod into a location and then call the transport shuttle out. We can also do a striker drop. I don't need that. The striker drop is really just more of a, and I don't really need a component drop either because I would rather just have steel. So I think I want to do a transport shuttle just as a, yeah, just as a thing. Also, when can I call for steel? 17. Okay, that would be really good though to have that situated. And they can leave. Get the fuck out of here. Did she gain a level? Yes, she did. All right, now we can. So we have, let's see, degrade. All right, that's really good. And this is also really good too. Yeah, that like the brain cut looks really good too. But we need subjugation because we got to go up to, so subjugation really cool, but puppet is the way to go. That's what I need, and then this mind splits, so I can create more than one puppet, and then this I've had so much trouble with the summon puppet because it says here that I can force a puppet to skip itself to them almost instantaneously and regardless of distance, right? So I should be able to just do it, but I can't. For some reason, it just wouldn't let me do it. So that's okay. We have the subjugation. And so she's gonna be cured of lung rot. So that's good. There they go. Really nice to have the transport shuttle. We have a lot of heal root now, which is fantastic. I should actually try. It sucks because like this drug lab, I really want to make the medicine, but I do not have Nutramine, and I don't know where. I can't process it either, which kind of sucks. So I have to wait for a trade ship to come in and do that. That's why one of these things I want to do is to be able to process that. Um, what I can also do is I can move these wind turbines to this area and then put the factory back here, which actually that's kind of enticing because then I can create a meat factory, just put everything into the meat factory, which will then can and then it can stockpile in here. That sounds actually kind of good. And because so the big thing that I love about mods is that I can minify. The minify everything mod is fantastic for people like me who are just nervous about taking the plunge and testing things out because it allows me to reinstall things. Before, like this isn't reinstallable. Like especially the assembly bench, this research bench, oh my god, was a killer because I'd have to if I didn't like where this was and I had to move it, I'd have to deconstruct it and then make another one. And when you deconstruct something, you don't get all the resources back, right? So you can't just be like, "Oh, let me just like make the switch." So I love that I can actually now just if I want to move it, I can move it. But it is actually really enticing to put a factory back here. You can enter through here. This will have an entrance to drop things off. That's kind of resonating with me. I think I really like that. And then I can have like more wind turbines, geothermal like entrance there. Ooh, that is enticing. I like that. I think I'm gonna do that when I get the chance. How much does let's see, 1,200 steel? It's just hard because I want a transport shuttle. Also, what is this thing? Like fabrication. Oh, just fabrication. Okay. Hmm. This is the drop ship. And that's just, this is Archotech, this is Ultratech, this is Spacer Tech, so yikes. But I think the dropship would be good. Oh, as a transport carrier. So maybe that would be the way to go instead of the skip. So let me I'm going to put this in the back. Because I think I want to start getting the factory up and running. Because I need to install drills and start mining. So I think I'm going to put that over here. It's tough because one of the factories allows me to extract steel from chunks. So I think I want to focus on that more. I want to see something real quick. Can I trade? Yeah, it just sucks. Like I want to trade with them, but it won't let me. And then there's this other thing too that I just don't know about. What is it? Miscellaneous, I think it's this trading terminal. Like what is the like I know it says things to do with the stock. Let me just look it up real quick. Da 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 da. Let's see. Rimworld trading terminal. Because can I just trade whatever? Like, what does that mean? What do we got? Yeah, loans and mortgages, like that's kind of great and all, but contracts, going to see what sales contracts are available on the extranet. Anonymous parties will be wanting to purchase certain items. Oh, fuck. Hmm. Okay. That seems pretty nice. Um, let's try to build a trading terminal. How much we need? 140 steel. That's a lot. Well, let's deconstruct these two. And let's oh, they're doing it. We'll see how much steel I gain. I don't know if I'm going to get 140 steel, but I can also maybe get rid of one of the gene banks. No, I'll keep the gene banks. I do like that, though. That's really... How much is the trade? Oh, perfect. So we'll just put that there. I kind of want to give these their own room. Especially... Okay, so if... I don't know. We'll figure it out. What's that? About 13 more minutes. Yeah, if I make this like a power closet here, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, having this be a factory, I'm resonating with the idea of this being a factory. I don't need that much space, and putting it in the back I think is really cool. So that's good. And it'll be here and then over so that there's no noise. Although I don't think it's really going to affect her that much. Oh, well, that's cool. How much steel do I have now? 80. Not enough. What else can I do? Actually, like these as light sources. Well, the other thing I can do is I can mine. Go, lifter. Go, little buddy. 5 hours. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to mine. So let's just get this. Strip mine. Okay. She'll have to do that, but I mean, she does have a pretty nice mining skill, so hopefully she can get that that done. I really need the steel, and I don't really want to wait. How much do I have to wait? 15 days. Oof. There she goes mining. Hopefully she finds steel. That would be fantastic if she does. Got to be careful about insects, though. Luckily, my pollution's pretty down. And then being able to send this to just like locations. I would love to send it to like an enemy faction. Just be like, here's your pollution. It's yours now. Fuck it. Oh, hell yeah. All right. I don't think they're going to have... It'll be there for a bit. So, oh, what's this? That's marble. Damn it. We found it. Yes. All right. Oh, that's a lot too. Beautiful. Okay. We found steel. Oh, I'm so happy we found steel. It's going to be a lot too. What? Let's save. All right, she's done, so she's going to rest. But before you rest, you're going to call them. Oh, so perfect. I'm so happy. Look at all that steel. That's beautiful. All right, what do we got? It's a combat supplier, so I think the only thing I can really do is just sell my weapons. Well, we got some components. That's really good. Medicine. Ooh, we're gonna buy all of that. Specialized limbs. Sure, we'll buy that too. Okay. Gone head. No, we can sell that. Talon's strong. Dominant genome. What does that mean? Can I see what that means? Ah, I can. Hemagetic, we'll just get rid of this. We can keep that. We can also sell. Oh, we can sell everything. Nice. Liver. We're going to keep all this stuff. We can sell that, and that, and that. I'm making a pretty good profit on this. Eltec staff. This is something that I really want to try. Or the sword. Ah, it looks so good, but I like her shooting a lot better. Fire extinguisher would be pretty good. Smoke launcher I already had. Oh, that's mine. Carbine. No, I think I like my charge rifle. Ooh, that looks actually really good. Where's this one? Nah, I think my charge rifle will be fine. We can... Oh, I want to keep that masterwork. Cataphract. It's heavy, though. I don't think I want that. Recon armor, though. Yes. It's a helmet, though. But, I mean, it's pretty nice. Yeah. We're going to buy that. Wow. And I'm still making a profit. So let's also... we have everything sold here, We do have the specialized limbs, which is great. And we bought all the medicine, all that. Wow, and we're still turning a profit. I like Toximune to stay there. Reinforced barrels, I think I might also buy. We'll buy just maybe... Oh, that is a lot. No. Yeah. Because already I sold a lot of this stuff. Oh. Let's sell that. I don't know why I didn't sell that. Oh, and I still have all these. Shit. I was like, wait, these are all mine. So let's do that. Hunting rifle, yes. Lever action, pump shotgun. I already have a lot of good stuff. Flintlock, volcanic, pump. Lever action. Smoke launcher I'm keeping. Tox grenades I can get rid of. I'm gonna keep that crypt or that thing. So oh yeah, I'm buying the recon helmet. I wish I had recon armor, but that's okay. I wish I had steel, but honestly, getting the components and medicine and the tox pack and everything is going to be really nice. right, that is... What a good trade. Ugh. Ooh. Pickle's wife. Oh, man. Well, that is... What does she look like? All right. Drunken master. Okay. All right. That's fine. What? All right. That's fine. Let's capture. We're gonna capture. Well, we'll have Pickles capture his wife. I know Bosco. Bosco's behind me. Hey, Bubba. I'll take him out in a second. Probably end the stream. I'm gonna end the stream as well. Gives me a nice little. All right, so we got that. Let's apply the tech print. So, she's bleeding out in 15 hours, so that's fine. Prisoner, we're going to convert first. Cool. Vagabonds. What do we need? 15 medicine. That's fine. That's fine. Pickles. Well, after you're done unloading the inventory, we'll do that. Give the medicines. I mean, we have a lot of it, so that's what it's there for. Good. She's being taken care of. It's not that bad. Oh, we gotta. There we go. Well, you are on pace until I can figure out what to do with you. Paid hostility. Whoa. The negotiator. Nah, this isn't good. I don't have any defenses for that, so I can't really take on those quests. But everything else is, So we have, what a good way to end this. We have steel, we have components, we have just a fantastic spread of material. It's really just, I mean, this is a really good place to stop, honestly. Let me finish the trading terminal. I'm going to take a look at it, and then I will end it there. But yeah, I'm really satisfied with what I'm seeing right now. Because not only can I get the transport shuttle and stuff like that. Actually, I don't even need to send a transport shuttle out. I think I just sold everything that I needed to. So we will not extract her limbs because I think we're going to make her a colonist. She's sleeping. That's fine. We're going to... So we have view prices. Let's just do that first. This literally is everything. That's sorting stuff. Okay. And then wait. Open contracts. What do we got? Oh, fucking hell. Okay. All right, it is paused. 20,000 for a gold spatha. Privateer armor. Soybeans. Anything that I can actually like sell. Let's see. Agave. Buffalo EMP. Glass pane. 5 volcanic pistol. Damn. And then I can select an item here. Right. That's actually really cool. So I can do... Oh, that's not how you spell steel. So I can do steel. Contract. Okay. Neat. Oh, good. She's actually wearing the helmet. Fantastic. I love it. Inspiration. Oh, she has everything though. So that's a because it's an LTEX thing. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, this is a perfect place to stop. Actually. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Um, I'm hoping to continue doing this. I felt really good streaming, and I'll take a look at the video. I'll take a look at the recording and see how it looks, see how it fares, and yeah, I'll probably play some more of this afterwards, and then we can come back and see what the status update is. But I essentially showed you my plan and showed you like what I want to do with this. Um, so yeah, until then, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.